In what seems to be the middle of nowhere, on the edge of Namibia in southern Africa, a very pregnant Angelina Jolie emerged from her private family vacation to speak on behalf of children in poor countries who don't get to go to school. What is the worst in your mind of that?
God, I mean, there's just so many things. It's really that thought of those, of the potential of a human being. The lack of education causes death. You know, more children die under the age of 5 when the parents are not educated. More people get AIDS when they haven't had an education. Statistics prove that if every child was in school, every year, 700,000 less people would get AIDS.
It seems also for you kind of a personal thing. You have 2 children you've adopted, both of whom might have been in this same circumstance of not being able to get educated. And when you look at them and you realize that,
I look at them and I just think, you know, I look at especially my daughter and how, you know, many million kids are out of school in her country, and especially girls. And I know how families with AIDS, when parents die of AIDS, how, you know, there's no possible way the children can make a school fee. There's no possible way she would have gone to school. And she's so smart and so strong. And her potential as a woman one day is great. So you multiply her by thousands, and that is the thing, you know, I can so clearly see when I look at her. Maddox, the amount of street children in his country, in all probability what would have happened to Maddox, he would have probably been one of the kids doing the garbage picking in the streets, and he would have been on his own. Yeah.
It must mean so much to you as a human being to be able to give them an opportunity that they would never have gotten.
You know, I'm happy for them that they're going to have all this education, and I hope with it they do some good things, and they're good, you know, good people. And but yeah, when I visit Cambodia and I see all those other moms, it's the worst thing in the world not to be able to give your kids everything you know they deserve.
So when you announced it, how many kids showed up for school?
Our registration day the first time we met.
Last year we had total, I think, 23 or 24.
Why should the American people push this when there are so many issues at home, including educational problems? Yeah. Why should they call their congressman on this one?
Because if we just fix home and the neighborhoods around us fall apart, you know, what kind of a place are we going to live in? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to just fix your own house when your neighbors are, you know, falling into chaos.
There is another very famous person who talks a lot about education, and you sound a lot like her. Laura Bush, actually. She talks a lot about this issue, specifically educating girls.
Well, she should nudge her husband.
Well, I think she does.
Yeah.
And I think that it's also could be said that the U.S. does spend
a
considerable amount of money.
They do.
Helping poor people get educated. So what's your message?
They do. But no child left behind means no child left behind. And that isn't with what we feel we can give right now, but with whatever it takes. And Britain gives 3 times more than us right now. They're not richer than us. So I don't know what the great excuse is.
Children are a priority for Angelina Jolie, especially now as she awaits the birth of her 3rd child, her baby with Brad Pitt. How do you feel about the birthing part? Are you good? You ready?
Yeah, I'm quite, you know, we're just hoping it doesn't happen when we don't know where it's going to happen or where we're going to be, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, you have a doctor nearby, or, I mean, I don't want to be too prying, but, you know, I'm a little...
We've been smart about that, and we're as prepared as you know, things will be as they will be, you know, so. But, I know, I'm ready for anything.
Yeah. Do you know if it's a boy or girl?
Yes.
Would you like to keep that to yourself, or do you want to share that with the American public?
No, I'd like to keep it to myself.
Giggling, I understand, is something you're doing a lot more lately. I hear that from a very good source. Your right-hand woman, Holly. She said you are giggling a lot lately.
I am.
Is it pregnancy?
Yeah, that's what I've gotten from pregnancy. It's I actually am. I've gotten... See? Yeah, Brad said that to me too. I get hysterical now. Like it'll go on for hours. It's really horrible.
And look at you, you're a mess. You're laughing, you're hormonal. Keep it up and be pregnant more often because this is working.
She's happy. The ultimate goal of the Global Education Drive is to give every child a chance to get at least a 5th grade education by the year 2015. In Africa, where Angelina Jolie has focused so much of her effort, 40 million children are out of school, including more than half of all girls who never get to finish elementary school. If you'd like to find out how you can help, we're going to have more later today on our website at today.msnbc.com.